Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second to make sure we're live here. Wait, why do I always say that makes sure we're live? I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, but I need to make sure the audio's on. Alright, audio's on, and are we live? Let's see. Are we? We are. Excellent. And also, I just realized this. I just named this as the fire chapter, the same as the last one. Okay, you know what? Okay, this is gonna be the final chapter. Part 12 is when we called. The Dark is Coming. That's what the last episode will be called. Well, not the last episode. Episode 12. Episode 12 is going to be called that. Boy, this has been just. Alright. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alan Wake 2. Last time we were here, things went wrong. A lot of things have happened. So, for a quick summary, here what happened. One, we brought Alan back. Bad news is, he'd been back the whole time. The Alan Wake that we found early on in the game, that was indeed the real Alan Wake. But unfortunately, he got consumed and possessed by the Dark Presence. So technically, Alan Wake was trying to shoot to us the whole time. The only problem is, it was both a time paradox, and also every time the second went wrong, he gets possessed by Mrs. Scratch. Oh, and also, on Alan Wake's side of things, we found out that Oz is unfortunately died. Well, she unfortunately died. She pre-game over herself early on due to both of Mrs. Scratch and Alan Wake constantly trying to see her. It's over mad, and unfortunately she kind of ended herself. So more or less, Scratch took over Alan Wake. We were able to get Scratch out of Wake. We were about to give him the click to fix stuff till we found that Scratch took over of Casey, also known as Max Payne. Well, I'm calling him Max Payne as Sam Blake because I think it's funny like that. So we got possessed evil Sam Blake going around. He got the clicker. He unleashed his ending onto Bright Falls, and well, pretty much, is in the end game right now. Alan Wake is about to write his ending to kind of fix Return, to fix everything. But there had to be a sacrifice. While that's going on, Sega Anderson got kicked into the dark place, and right now she's trying to escape. So we're gonna wish her luck on that one. I went through all my I went through. Oh wait, no, when I I was about to say I used all my guns during the fight against Scratch. I mean, technically I did, so the 12 ammo would not be one. Actually, no, it would be one. I would have less ammo than 12.
It's me again. You need to go to the statue of Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
I don't know how long the end is, so turns out it might be quick, it might be 30 minutes, it might be an hour, it might be longer. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna check out my favorite self, see how he's doing.
Agent Anderson. Is that really you?
We made him away, but
Sorry, this
playing the game forgot about that, so we're gonna do it again.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Orland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... Well, it feels like a long time now.
Who is this Dorr person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems.
Indeed.
He's connected to all of this.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there were many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. It describes Dorr finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Dorr brought me here to keep you from reading it.
Well, now we ain't know.
Here.
Come on, let me see.
I'm gonna keep looking for Dorr. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Orland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
Alright, and once again, we're gonna try to profile Mr. Dorr, see how that goes. It won't.
This is the first time I've seen a page about Orland Dorr. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere. That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later.
I don't know, I think it might be worth
The
knowing.
page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of Doors have the power to shift between these realities, here and elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
So we didn't really get too much out of that. And once again, I can't put these down anywhere.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
Yeah, you better hope we find some ammo quick, because I do know those zombies here. When the game saves, that news.
Enough already.
Yeah, I ain't falling for your trick again. Go away.
There's the shoebox. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
I knew there was an enemy here somewhere. Whoa! Fuck! Yeah, this might be the first time I realized that while I'm going to my secret safe place, I should have realized, oh yeah, the enemies can still attack me while I'm in there. This is the first time I actually got attacked out of it. That would have been useful. That too. You know what else would be useful? You know, my shotgun, my rifle.
Enough already. There's the shoebox. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
Whoop. I didn't know I can move out there for a moment. It's a what? Got any other tips?
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here?
Go ahead. Zaki, go ahead. Tell me where to go, Zaki. Might be useful.
Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew. I can try to contact him.
That fucker was taking bullets. It was nothing. Holy shit. Man, we're wearing some good armor or something. Or I'm doing no bullets. Something else. Fuck, we gotta do this again. Alright, I need to stop what I say. I need to figure out equipment. Like, I need no more ammo here. Okay, we got a lot of fails. Now's most ammo. Except for berries. Berries we got a lot of.
There's the shoebox. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
Yeah, I need more ammo.
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me.
Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew. I can try to contact him. Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
The mine place.
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
Yes.
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
Yes,
I
it
agree.
is.
But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
Not always, but I
There
know
must
what you
be a
mean.
way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
So the ending has to be earned, set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
Alright, Logan and Casey have to survive, no matter what.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Alright. I like the idea.
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in this story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes.
But
That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too.
yes.
We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
Alright, what's gonna be the price?
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
Alright, what's gonna be the
One of
price?
the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
Alright. We don't know what the ending is. My theory is Iron will have to stay behind in the dark presence. I mean, in the dark place.
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too. Caldera Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
Oh, I hear him down there. I mean, them. Did they lock the fucking door? Yes, said that because all my bullets. Do we have any additional ammo here? There we go, there we go. I think we might be stuck here. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Alan?
And we're finding meat.
I finished
Again.
it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker. And the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here. This darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold, past the mirror of the surface. And I will say... Stretch! Now! A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard. What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers.
We had to shoot
The
Alan.
hero turns to look inside. Is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
I guess it is the back. I'm sorry then.
Is it over? Anderson.
It just stops right there. Wait, is that actually the ending? Well said. Wait, Aeon.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls.
The FBC.
I went to their offices and something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness. The same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too.
Maybe she
I
ain't die.
chose to come back to the dark place. That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you, so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension. Light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see. The light you need to see. Until you're ready. Ellen, I think we're getting close.
Okay, so Casey was alive. And the main island is also alive too.
It's a spiral.
Okay, I'm assuming that that's the end. The accident. Wait, actually, you know what? Hang on, I want to double check. I want to double check. Is there another ending? Because now I want to know. I just want to double check. Well, definitely getting complimented here. The final trap, final chapter. Yeah, we might want to skip this here. I just want to make sure.
Big island words, painted lips with soot, made an empty shell of your lies, exquisite hurt, as the truth takes root in the hollows of your eyes.
Okay, that's not a tick. That's not a tick.
And I'm closer to the edge. Temptation enduring, yet I taste regrets.
Space invaders.
Wait, we get nice wings this one. Okay, now the game's just fucking with me here now. Oh, god damn it. I should not have done that. I'm sorry, we should have saw the tribute.
Clock stopped.
Wait, again? Alright, now I'm convinced the game is fucking with me here. Which is much of the end credits away. And that's just for the music. I will skip that. Okay. Here what I found. Sorry if I was quiet, I was actually doing no research. Okay, I want to say this before I gave my explanation in the beginning. well, my whole game thoughts. I see here this is indeed a final draft. The final draft is more or less New Game Plus. If you complete it, you get the actual ending. Before I click on it, I also want to so yeah, there's 2 outfits you can get for everyone. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a big fan of the sweater. I prefer the FBI outfit. And yes, I can see here I did give most of the characters though spicy shotgun. I guess for DLCs in the game, I guess you can change the skins for the revolver and pistol or the sweater. I don't have any here. And yes, I have this is the deluxe because that's the physical outfit that comes with the game. Regular classic outfit, a classic outfit for Alan Wake here. Right, I just want to see what happens when I hit this. Oh boy. Alright, I might do this on my own time for the final tab, so I guess that's to say my thoughts of the game. Alright, what's my thought on Alan Wake 2? The big, I will say something for the night of Alan Wake's story, though from what I hear, might be, I don't know. My thoughts, I enjoyed the game, I had a good time. I will admit, even though it feels like recently I played the first game, it'll take it, I believe it was like 2 years ago I did. I had a great time with it. I admit there's some parts of the one story that did confuse me, and it did take me to actually look at the expectations of what the hell's going on. And even though I'm not 100% sure, well, at least 100% understand everything that happens in the game. However, I still love the first game. I like the characters. I like how the games both did a good mix of both horror and well, I mean comedic timing. I mean more, some fun parts with the characters. But more or less, I think my favorite thing about that game was I loved the characters. I like Alan Wake in that one, and I want to, delve deeper into the, I guess you could say, the mystery of what's going on with him and how he can fix it. I like that story. I especially love the acting and the voice acting in that game. And I will admit the gameplay was extremely fun. I admit it does get repetitive after a while with only not too many different types of enemies in the game. Mostly just ravens, the way you're taking guys who talk at you with weapons, some that dull, and then you got the big buff ones with big giant hammers or axes or chainsaws. Otherwise, those are the basic enemy types. Oh, and also don't forget the inanimate objects that get thrown at you. And I will admit the times in that game, I do like the fast pace of that game. You're always feeling like you're always wanting, if the enemy come closer, you gotta keep on move. You got one way from them, sunlight on you, you can get into the deep, try and run them down you want to, but more or less you always want to keep on the move in that game. So, I liked it. As I said, I do feel kind of disappointed that I feel like there's some areas where I think that game could improve on. I wish there was like some boss fights. That's it. I wish there was. But otherwise, I enjoyed that game. I think it was a great game. The line could be confusing. I do wish it was the most simple in some areas, but otherwise, it all was a great experience with that one. I want to bring that up so you can understand what I'm saying about the second game. Alright, I like the opening of the second game. There's a lot of mysteries, intrigue, and I do like how the game starts with a good horror approach of it. The game being clear will want to be more of a horror game here. I like that, and honestly, I will admit, I probably should have played this game during Halloween. Well, during the October time. There's a lot of great stretches of atmosphere building up. And honestly, I'm still saying I think my favorite atmosphere of the game was in Wally. Particularly going to Coffee Land and exploring that area. I think that was an extremely creepy area, and I loved it. It was a great environment, and I loved knowing about it, especially knowing a lot more the notes about the kids going on in the environment. I like that. And there are some fun mysteries I also enjoy in this game. From learning about the code to find out who's Mr. Scratch. Well, obviously I know who Mr. Scratch is. I did not mention over in the first game that I kind of heard who Scratch is. Oh, I did some research beforehand. So I know who he is. And I'll admit, I am disappointed I'm unable to play American Nightmare, though I hear some people hate the game, but then other people like it. So I don't know, maybe that was a mix on that one. All I know is a lot of people when they play American Nightmare, they always say, "Oh, Scratch was the best part." But that's besides the point. Anyway, so atmosphere, this game does a great job. And I'll admit, the jump scares, just popping things on the screen, I admit does get an old job, especially, after a while. But otherwise, I think the atmosphere, the sound design, the environment, the look, looks fantastic. Now, the thing I am no mix on is kind of the gameplay. I like that it kind of follows a lot of the ideas from Resident Evil 2, like I guess the Resident Evil remakes type of gameplay of horror elements, where you constantly get resources, solving puzzles, you have to backtrack sometime, you have limited resources. I think that worked well for this game for the most part. There'll be a but soon, but more or less, I like the idea of you had limited resources, you had to retime your shots sometimes. And I do like how the time where it does make you feel like you will run out of ammo after a while. So those are good ideas evolved from other horror games. Now the one thing I'm not a big fan of it, I kind of prefer the way the light mechanic worked in the worse game than this one. I'm not a big fan of you had to hit the hit the button and it'll shine light at someone, and afterwards it takes up it counts as a charge button when you do that. In this game, I kind of prefer how it was handled in the first game. Well, you can shine the light at them without losing the charge, but it would take longer. To take the seal, take the doctor's shield off them. You can shine the light on them, it will come off of them, but it kind of like a recharge thing. Like it will slowly recharge, but the more time you use it, eventually once you use it all, the whole thing, you have to change batteries. I kind of prefer the mechanic since at least to me it does kind of. At least to me, I kind of prefer the idea of you could not, change batteries if you don't want to, but if you do that, you have to be constantly running. Obviously, you would get overwhelmed. So if you want to give it the seal as quickly as possible, it will cost you a charge sometimes, and sometimes if you do it too many times, you have to change batteries non-stop, so eventually you may actively run out of batteries in the process. This one, it's more you got to focus your light on them, and unfortunately, it costs a charge in this game. I kind of prefer the worst game with the mechanics of light against the enemies. That's my opinion. I kind of prefer that one. I think that's one no more fun, and I think it works no better. At least to me, I kind of prefer the light mechanic in the first game. Second, I do enjoy some of the new enemies that the game did attempt to go at. I think the wolves were, a good idea. I admit they do get annoying sometimes, but I enjoyed that choice of bringing those two new enemies from the wolves and the Taken who kind of spit in the water. I forget how to explain, but more or less, it's the fallen one, the one that takes a lot of damage and they shoot darkness at you and they they teleport into the dark place and they slowly move towards you and you can't do anything against them unless you shine the light at them. I like the creative design of new enemies though. But I kind of wish, once again, there was more enemy types. Because technically, if you count the first game, it's the same number of type of enemies in that game in the first one. We may have lost the durable objects and the ravens. They may have taken those two enemies out, but they only added two more enemies. So it's, once again, still the same number. Well, I do feel like the enemies in this game work a lot better than the ones in the first game, though I do kind of prefer the ravens, how they carry out almost like the dark presence plus the fingers that they're being shot at you. I kind of prefer that. But either way, I do wish this game had more enemy types, or at least more raids. Well, you had to kind of change your gameplay and combat style against them. I don't know. I thought it would be, it was nice. Maybe you can have fight a moose? I mean, yeah, Covenant, the mascot was a moose, so why not fight a moose or deer that was taken over by the Taken? Or how about bears? Come on, bears! Those are terrifying creatures in the forest. Imagine the Taken took on no guys. I mean, the Dark Presence. That would be a great enemy to use. So, as I said, that's one downside I do have in this game. I would listen to more enemy types. Now, second thing, the story of this game, I both love, while other times I feel like it went a little too crazy. Sometimes I say it. Alright, I would say this. The way I feel about this game is kind of almost the opposite thing how I felt about Control. I like both games. I really do enjoy them. Control, I think gameplay was the best part of that game. But story, I do feel like the story can be a little too complex, confusing now at times, and I admit the gameplay does get repetitive, especially the upgrades. This game, I like the upgrades, though I admit Sega Ass it took a lot longer to upgrade, and honestly got a pain in the ass sometimes. But I do like how the upgrades in this one, how it works. Plus, I feel like the story is a little more understandable, kind of. Yet at the same time, in other words, it's a little more complex than I feel like it needs to be. As I said, mostly towards the end, where it kind of goes, out there. I do praise the game that it does have boss fights, particularly with Ninedale, the two Sylphs, and the two fights with Mr. Scratch. I wish there was a final fight against Scratch because I kind of feel I don't know. I kind of prefer a game when they had that big final fight against the big, the big bad. I don't know. I kind of like those in those games. So I wish there was a final competition against Scratch at the end. You're the one in control had to fight against him. But I understand really the more focus on stories, and as I said, it's still a factory and interesting story that you won't see anywhere else. I do like that. And Quinn, I do like the game that has the gut to say, hey, you're playing as both the main character from the first game, Alan Wake, and a brand new character. I like Sega Acid. I think she was a very interesting character, and I will admit she held her own. While I may have been more of a fan of Alan Wake, I think Sega Acid did a great job. I like her character. I like her connection with her. Kind of, you realize how slowly, you learn more about her connection to the town of Bifrost as Wally, and realize that what's real, what's not. How is Mr. Scratch fucking real life? Which parts are real, or which parts were created by Scratch himself? I like that mystery. Especially when I kind of realized what was going on with Wally, I want to know more about it. And I also like Casey. I'll admit, once again, it's Sam Lake, and I will admit it's hilarious that according to expansions, Sam Lake pretty much played as 5 different characters. 5 or 6 characters, I would say. I admit, pretty funny, and I will admit, if any other game director or producer try to do the same thing as him, anyone else besides Kojima might be able to get away with it. No one but Kojima can get away with what Sam Lake is doing. It does seem like a little ego trip, but you know what? I like Sam Lake, and you know what? He has a good portfolio of stories, and you know what? If you want to have fun and fuck around, I say no. I enjoy it in this game. And I'll admit there's some more bumble parts in it. Once again, the musical part on Alan Wake's side, of the story was pretty hilarious and definitely could stand out. Alright. Anyway. Now, one of my big downsides for the game, yeah, I know, keep going from pros and cons here. I know, stick with me here, people. One of the cons I did had was the exploration. Well, I mean, not the exploration, but the exploration, where you kind of explore the environment. It's fun when you're walking down the forest for the first time, but once you're doing that multiple times, it does get repetitive. Especially when you're playing as Sega, going back to collect some of the stuff that you may have missed, and some of the stuff that you're unable to unlock till near the end of the game. I don't know, I kind of prefer the games where they gave you more the tools to unlock doors throughout the story, and that's right to the vein where you get the bulkers, and you're finally able to unlock like 2 things at the end. I wish we got those earlier. And as I said, just exploring them, those long stretches, those environments does get annoying. So I wish there was a ability where you can park your car at certain locations in the map, so you don't have to travel so far all the time. As I said, no points grab, at least for me. Now, Alan Wake. I'll admit it was a big decision to find to explore the dark place for the first time in the series. Well, I mean series. I mean, well, actually no. Taking a Make a Nightmare, I believe took place in the dark place, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I like the environment in the area. It feels. I get the best I can describe it is. It feels like being a nightmare. I think that it's one of the best representations of a nightmare I could think of. It feels like an action location, but one. Like those areas where you can clearly tell it's not how it wasn't think through. Not in a bad way. More of, it's like being in a neighborhood that you can't leave from. I like the look of it. It's got that dreamlike quality. By the way, if anyone coming in here, coming in this stream, think I'm playing Defiance Alpha right now, unfortunately the stream is going to end soon. So, I said I'm gonna do Defiance Alpha on my own, though I might show the beginning, but I'm definitely showing the ending on a video nailed down like when I get a chance. Oh, Nightmare's gonna be fucking tough. I mean, then again, we did do hard, so. But then again, Nightmare, boy. Fuck it. If it gets too hard, I guess I can always just quit it and reset myself.
Back to the beginning.
Oh!
With the memory
There's
of the past loop
there's a different one.
Fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral. A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for."
Alright, I want to see what Alan Wake had to say in the beginning for this one.
I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night. It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
Alright, no idea. Let's see Naked Night go again. You know, I wonder if they changed anything in New Game Plus. Yep, we're getting heavy, fat ass again. Alright, I guess let's just say my thoughts on the game right now. Alright. I like Alan Wake's I do like Alan Wake's segments as well. I like exploring the dark places and helping him escape. As I said, his dialogue and storyline I felt was a pretty good starting point. It's good hearing the voice again. And I do like the idea that we're slowly helping Alan Wake write one of his stories. I think it was fun. It was interesting. I especially love the idea that you can kind of change the environment due to his story structure. I think that was a fun choice. And give a fun look and definitely change the tone of certain locations. I think it was a fun one. And I should also bring up that I also like since mine area. Mine place, as I say. I said it was a fun location. I do like the idea that you had to kind of... Once again, the deer. That could have been a fun enemy to fight against. Oh, and... Yes, we can. Yeah, I had to cover that up. Don't worry, hopefully we'll cover this up. You know what? Fuck, I'm definitely taking forward this one. What? Come on. Yeah, line might need to be teens here. Alright. Sorry about that. Kind of sneeze there. Anyway, I like the mind phrase and the mind phrase and Alan Wake's wine room. I think they're fun concepts, and I do like how Alan Wake you change the vibe with his, and for Sega it mostly progresses the story. Though I will admit, I wish Sega actually would give you no more options for hers. And when I mean options, I mean more like maybe you can. I don't want to turn into LA Noir because obviously that's not what the game is about. But I wish there was a little more maybe awesome, maybe you get these clues and kind of put them together to certain witnesses, and so that when you talk to them, you can bring those up. You know, again, so like you gotta solve the puzzle there. Like you have to kind of choose the environment or clues you found, and when you talk to the person, you gotta figure out which one will connect to them, and when you talk to them, you gotta talk to them to agree with that. I know they do. Technically, they do that a little bit, but I wish it would be more. I try to find a good way to explain it, but more or less, I wish it was more interactive. If that helps. Obviously, I guess Alan Wake will be the one that definitely need a lot more Bob Kane since there's not much you can do in his compared to Harrison's. Though, to be fair, will be understandable since he's more trapped into the dark place and he has billboard stuff there. But still, I wish there would be like maybe some certain things in the dark place, like his little white room, like he has like almost items that he holds on to help him remind him of friends and family that he's trying to get back to, particularly Alice and Billy. And I would say most of the game, I would say a good 60 or 65% is more Sega Addison's than on Wake's. I wish it would be more 50-50 on them.
Yo,
Oh, anyway, it's on.
what's man?
Long time no see. Well, I gotta say, you came at right near the end. Well, this is more like New Game Plus. I just want to see if they're making any changes in it. So don't mind us. We'll just paint as fat, heavy, naked ass man here.
Yeah, bro, long time no see.
Yeah, anyway, I was kind of saying my own... Yeah, I was kind of saying my thoughts on the Alan Wake 2 before we actually before we end the stream here. But more or less, I was going to say more or less, I enjoyed the game. I did. I just wish the story was being a little more. I don't know. Alright, let me see. I want to know if I can actually. I want to know. Last time I did this, I went straight to the enemies. Alright, I just want to see how long I can survive there.
I wanna play this game, but I don't have a PC to play the game. Loudly crying face.
Alright, understandable. Lucky for you, unlucky, I do believe it's on console right now. At least I know it's on the PS5, though. Honestly, with how expensive the PS5 is, and especially Pro, I will admit that may or may not helped. So, but yeah, secondly, I just saw him playing the game just recently because I didn't want to play it without a physical copy because I don't know, I'm one of those real people who want a physical copy of stuff. Though I will say this, if you never played the first game, it is on console, it is a remaster of it. I think there was a PlayStation Plus. They released it on PlayStation Plus a couple months ago, but I could be wrong. But I do know that the deluxe edition for Alan Wake 2.
I know it's on console, but I don't have console to loudly crying face.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I said that's why I'm saying that I will say it's on console, but at the same time, when it's just on PS5, that's not saying much. That's just as just as expensive, not more so than PC sometimes. I will admit I do like the end of that task screens right there. Yeah, I mean, as said, I will say I need to try. If you do have something to play, at least I will say I will recommend at least the first game of these. At least the first game I do find the easier.
How are you?
Hey, know what? Hey, don't worry. Just see, I wanted to play Alan Wake for a long time, and I could never play it until it was released on a remastered computer skill. So hey, don't worry. Have faith, my friend. One day you will.
No spoilers.
Anyway, sorry if I'm talking over this. As said, technically we did play all this whole way. I just want to say my thoughts. Once again, I enjoy Alan Wake 2. I think it is a good to possibly great game.
Yak one day smiling face with tear.
Hey, don't worry. So see, I think one game I always wanted to play is Alien vs 2 on PC. I'm just having a hard time finding one right now. I'm hoping we can fix it in a couple days, but
waiting for the day smiling face with tear.
I was waiting for that day.
Start cheering up.
Alan Wake 2, yeah, to see.
Snarky kid.
I will admit, I kind of came linked to the party to the fan base of Mr. Wake. I said, I think I just started playing the first game just was like 2 or 3 years ago. I had a great time, honestly. I really do love that game. I think it was a great game. I never finished the expansions for the first game, as it mostly because I know I think I wasn't a big fan of the creativity with some of the expansions in that one.
It's right up your alley.
But otherwise, I had a great time with that one.
Think of me as the backup.
No, I will say this. Yeah, it's a great game.
Any words of advice?
I admit it's sad that it took so long for Sega to come out.
Cheer anyone up.
I will say this. I do enjoy Alan Wake 2. I think it's a good game. Even top and being great. Graphically, looks amazing. Sound design, excellent. I love the atmosphere. Directed by Sam Lake, trust me, you guys see a lot of Sam Lake here. And I will admit, I think I had my funniest experiences in this game. And no, fuck it. I might end this stream with playing that one of the expansions, just for the fun of it. What? What? Yeah. Well, no, what? This is how we end the stream, people. I would say I do enjoy both the expansions. I wish the lake house was a little longer and add a little more, a little more fun sections in.
No control exists in the same universe as Alan Wake.
Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, NPC control. I know that Remedy is definitely trying to create a control universe. Yeah, I appreciate it, but yeah, I didn't know what. I think Control was the first Remedy. Okay, if I say Respawn, let me make sure I send the name right of this group. Remedy, yeah, Remedy. Control was definitely the first game I played. The first Remedy game I played. I have a good time with Control. I like the gameplay. I just wish there was a little more upgrade choices in that game, and I will admit the story does get a little complex near the end. But otherwise, I enjoyed that game. I can't really think of another game I can think of. Well, you're flying around in a office loved Classian cosmic office building throwing boxes at enemies. I had a great time with that one. I said, if I say negative things about these games, I said I love them. I think they're great games. And honestly, I'm just saying right now, those are some of the most great games I have ever played anyway. Though I would definitely say I think Alan Wake 1 was definitely my favorite. So I definitely need to get, I definitely need to get my hands on Max Payne. Everyone always say Max Payne is the best one, so I definitely need to try that one. But yeah, I'd be interested to see. And I guess speaking of Control, I should also bring up. Oh, that's good though. I should also say that Lake House, if you have not seen anyone playing the expansion, I will say there is a teaser in that one where they kind of tease, was it they tease Control 2, if I'm remember correctly, for in the Lake House. So yes, I believe there will be another Control game coming out from Remedy. So hey, be excited for that. #1 fan. Oh, by the way, I got a question for which one? Alright. Obviously since played this game, I gotta ask, have you ever seen what happens in episode 1 of #1 fan of the Nightwing expansion? I just wanna know. If you want to answer. Because I will play this episode, but I just want to know if you haven't played this one. I mean, not played, but if you ever seen what happens in this episode. You don't know?
I don't know.
Alright, good.
I forgot.
Oh, you forgot? Oh, okay, good. Alright, good. This is how we're going to end the stream right here. I want to also say this. I was playing Alan Wake segment of this game, and I saw this, and I was loving. Oh, thank you. I was playing this game on Alan Wake segment, and it was a very whole, very whole area of the game. And I saw there's a light screen TV. I thought, oh, I'm over the first game. I like watching the other light screens. Unfortunately, you don't watch the show in this game. Instead, there's more or less, how do I say, like DLC missions in areas you can play as. Fun what ifs. So I'm gonna play this. Hey, you wanna watch it? Go ahead. I'm gonna play it. This is definitely in the same one. This is definitely my favorite. Because this is probably the funniest one. I swear, it was a whip ass when I played this for the first time. So what's on? If you see here, I recommend just watch this.
HMM.
And I also want to remind you, this is a whole game. And this may not be the craziest part in the game so far.
Life's a funny thing.
Yes, it is.
All your time wishing and hoping and dreaming for something, and then, bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure.
By the way, I wanna ask something.
Alright, what do you want to ask, son?
But
You can shoot.
And your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored velvet. You don't really.
What kind of music do you listen?
What kind of music do I listen to? I would say that depends on my mood sometimes, but more or less, I prefer listen to soundtracks to games or movies. I don't know, I'm just kind of into stuff like that. But we're talking about music like not connected to games or movies.
As always,
I guess I like.
was the hottest spot in town.
I would say mine's kind of a mix of classical and also rock. I guess more rock. Like I do absolutely love Queen. I know this is the stereotypical choice everyone always say about Queen, but I will say I absolutely love Bohemian Rhapsody, the music, by the way. So yeah, I'm gonna walk out, kind of walk, mix a walk
You
wall
have
and
a
some
great
classical.
taste in music.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, everyone.
I tried to get into rap and hip hop, but I just never get into it that much. Some of it I like, but other ones, it's not my cup of tea.
Who else wants a top up?
Right here, please.
One for me, please, and thank you.
Will do. Let me just grab a fresh pot.
By the way, this is the game, by the way, if you can guess. We're playing as everyone's favorite character, the waitress. The crazy one, by the way.
Another cup.
I would kill.
BTW, who is your fav music artist?
A favorite music artist.
You two are destined
Oh, you know what?
for each other.
Actually, my favorite music artist on this one I like the most of, Daft Punk. Daft Punk. You don't know who they are? They're the two musicians who always act like the robots all the time.
Wasn't easy.
I love their music.
Here you go.
I really got into it lately from Tron Legacy, and honestly, I love this music. I think they're funny and honestly pretty creative. That and also Queen.
How do you juggle running this diner? Your birds
But I said I'm not the biggest fan, if I could say. You want to listen to people who love and seen older music? I think there's other people who've seen it than me for obvious reasons.
I work extremely hard.
But I love this music.
but also,
It's Queen
I'm
and
naturally
Daft Punk.
talented. Well, heck,
I don't know who is the artist's slightly smiling face.
Daft Punk? It's kind of hard to explain. More or less, just soccer pain to me.
comparing yourself to me won't help. You gotta find
Daft Punk,
what you wanna do.
Acid, you ever seen Tron Legacy? They're the ones who did the music for that movie.
Yeah, Daft Punk.
Yeah! Now you know them. Yeah, Daft Punk I do like. I did Tron Legacy really got me into their music.
No problem.
I like the joke saying John Legacy is
Don't
less
hate
of...
him.
Yo. Yeah, Daft Punk. Yeah, you ever seen John Legacy? I would say that movie is less of a movie and more of Daft Punk, the music of the movie. You know, I do like that movie. I just want to say, Jesse, if you like that soundtrack, look up Daft Punk. They do a lot of, I guess, high-tech music? I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, it be like cyber, high-tech type of music. I don't know.
That's everyone's coffee. Better put this pot back.
My God, kind of hard. Now I'm getting confused. I kind of forgot what I'm talking about now. And also, someone was asking me a question over here. Now I can't remember where they are now.
The writer is madly in love with her, but is too shy to make the first move.
But yeah, I do highly recommend Daft Punk. And if you like rock and roll, obviously you'll be choosing Queen eventually. Queen is always a good choice, particularly being a Rhapsody.
Everyone's good on coffee.
But yeah, those are the type of music I'm usually into.
I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the
Do
county.
you watch the new Minecraft movie?
I have not seen it, but I have heard the craze, the theater experiences that a lot of people have been having seeing that movie. And I would say this, I got into Minecraft during my teen days.
I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Minecraft movie. I haven't seen the movie. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel the desire of seeing that movie. I know a lot of people are excited for it. Good for them. But I don't know. Just the movie doesn't seem my cup of tea, and I don't know why. But at least to me, I'm just not a big fan of the whole live action idea of Minecraft. I don't know. It's just like of all the games you could think of, I don't think Minecraft is definitely the choice I would have made. Especially live action with Jack Black with things always ever will now.
No
Okay.
time for that. I've got customers waiting.
You know, the sad part is I paid this expansion away, but once again I'm lost.
You know it's so bad that it makes the movie good.
Yeah, the memes. I won't lie. It's definitely the Mobius effect. Mobius is a garbage movie, but my God, that meme kept that movie alive. to the point where it tricked it tricked the studio thinking that everyone wants to see the movie again.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
Yes.
But yeah, I have no desire to see the movie.
Yep, it's more than time.
Yeah, it's Bulba. It's Bulba time. Yeah, yeah. I mowed that meme. I actually thought it was real for a time. I was like, is this actually in the movie?
You still have to put in some effort.
So I know. I mean,
You don't have a jacket with elbow patches.
I think my problem is I don't want to see the movie and give the movie money. Most because I don't want studios thinking that this is the movie people want to see. I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to say I'm protesting the movie. It's just not my cup of tea. But I will admit, maybe with some friends we might watch it just to see if it's me. That's bad.
Don't watch the movie.
Hey, same here. Well, what's the same? We have not seen the movie. We don't know what happens. All I know is Dick and Donkey. And also Jason Moore in a pink sweater, in a pink jacket for some reason. I knew Jack Black was in it. I just felt to I was shocked that Jason Moore of all people are in the movie.
News that you saved every single kitten from that bear attack. Amazing.
Thanks. Those yoga lessons really paid off.
The one video game movie I want to see would be Sonic. Because I hear a lot of good things about the Sonic.
Chicken jockey face with tears of joy.
Yeah, chicken jockey. But yeah, if I want to watch a good video game movie. Okay, what table did I miss here? Who got an empty plate? It's all you two.
Going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
Oh, but I want to also bring up that this might be the only that the waiters in the after game can, by the way. I don't know if he wants the diner or not. All I know is he's both the waitress at the diner and also works at the senior citizen center, where he takes care of the senior citizens. And she might be the only person who works at the facility.
I made you forgot who made the order.
You know, the sad part is I played this before on stream, and I was just as confused. But at least then, I was playing on St. Patrick's Day, and I may have been, I always exactly say I was drunk, but I was definitely not in the right mind. So maybe I can't blame the alcohol for that one. I tell you, this is the best one. And once again, I want to make this clear. We're playing as the waitress from the first game. She's in the second game. She's still the waitress, by the way.
You already played.
Yeah, we have. I'm just playing this again because, honestly, I think this is my favorite expression, probably my favorite part in the whole game, and I thought, why not end the game with a big bang? We stopped scratch, but you know what? I say fuck it. Let's do this again.
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
We can jokingly say this is the answer game right here.
I'm on my way. My beloved writer was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him. The stakes had never been higher. Luckily, I kept all my accessories in the
Yeah, we can.
Yep, we gotta go save Alan Wake here. But anyway, I guess just to say, yeah, I do like Alan Wake too.
My accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
You know, the sad part is, yeah, we gotta save Alan Wake.
My trusty 12 gauge, fully automatic.
I also want.
Circumstances call for extreme shotguns.
I also want to say that we know in the base game we never went to this side of the diner before, so technically this could be where the waiters keep her awesome guns here. That's the scary part.
Bolt action hunting rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock, deadly, and looks good doing it.
And she's still as crazy as he is in the first game, and not even more so.
For a night out on the town, with danger. There was no time to waste. The shortcut through the boatyard was the fastest way to my rider's mansion in the woods outside town.
Alright, come on, we gotta go St. Alan Wake here.
The boatyard is this way! You better hurry! Go through the boatyard!
This was my moment. My chance to save the rider and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
I forgot the girl name.
Oh, same here. I just call her the waitress. I don't even think she has a name. If she did, I forgot all about it. Oh boy, I also want to add this. When I played this expansion for the first time, I spent 5 to 10 minutes lost in this area. Because for some reason, I don't know, it would have been the mix of the alcohol and me just laughing my ass off the first time. I forgot where to go. I'm not joking. You can look at the last couple of streams for that one. I was really stuck here for 5 to 10 minutes by accident. Oh, I love that guitar whip.
Really face with tears of joy.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I was going crazy in that stream. I think I was even saying at times I thought I was drunk because I was wondering if there was actually real. I actually had to go in this. I actually went to the stream the next day just to make sure I did not dream all this by accident. Once again, that was the biggest whip ass because I want to remind you, I was playing a horror section with On Wake, one of the most terrifying segment of the game. Then I switched over to this out of nowhere. It was definitely a whip ass. And I said, it was why I was playing during St. Patrick's Day, so once again, I was so fucking confused. Yet laughing at the same time. It was definitely one of my favorite game experiences. Anyway, we gotta save Alan Wake.
Who the heck is that?
I knew you'd come to his rescue.
Oh god! It's Mr. Scratch!
Some version of my rider.
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be a wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were 2 of him all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
Once again, this is actually Mr. Scratch, I want to mind you. It's so... You know the sad part is, when I played this expansion before I actually met Scratch and the actual base game, it was just so weird, because now... It's just... I don't know why, it's like watch a serious horror character, but then you always saw him as a... It's a comedic joke.
Screech is shit.
Mr. Screech is shit. Oh, well, I like Mr. Scratch. He was a fun villain.
But you're his brother.
I like both versions.
I'm sure you two
including the ones from Making Nightmare and this one.
Realize you have so much in common.
I just wish there was no more to his boss fight.
And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
The waitress is always thinking about having a threesome with him now.
Movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? You can't join him? Beat him.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere.
You won't get away with it.
I don't know why! Just the idea of someone calling Alan Wake Mr. Fancy Pants just I don't know why. That's still hilarious in my mind. I don't know why.
I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do.
What the shit face with tears of joy.
What do you got?
I have love. Nah.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. Hot sauce.
Ow. Yep, we gotta fight here. With the best music to do it in. Come on, come Neil. Whoa, big guy. Come on, guys, come over here. Not you, you're dead away.
Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in. The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception.
Yeah, we gotta stop the bad boy.
Would lead me right to my writer and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma caused by the untimely death of my spouse.
Yes. And also, spoiler.
More haters.
Oh god, the haters. Oh, no way. Whoa! Almost forgot about you. Not because I'm good at my job here.
Keep it up, bro. I spoke too early.
Whoa, okay, I didn't know I can slow down time like that. Alright, that's new. Oh shit! I shot his statue! This is like when I got to the part when I finally unlocked the pump action shotgun, I was very quickly making sure I can keep the pump action shotgun. All because of this. I think people, this is how you're supposed to end the game right here. So I don't mind anyone, next time you play Alan Wake the first game, next time, just remember that Crazy Waitress is doing this there on. Yes it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, the rifle is not as powerful as it was in the first game. I'll admit, I was kind of disappointed by that fact.
Never told me he had a semi-evil twin brother. He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
Yes, he does. Oh, hang on. I can't forget this. I hope I didn't skip it earlier, but... Was this it? Alright, I'm not gonna read this all again, but I just want to say the name in the second paragraph right there. Joe Butch Capone! Best name. That's the best name I ever heard. Joe Butch Capone. I just thought, everyone should hear about that. It's very important to the lore. I'm on quizzle you on that one.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my rider inside?
I just want to see you actually think about that.
He's inside. I'm here. I've come to save you.
Joy, we can finally be together and sit through big poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the Queen.
Wait a minute. My rider only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. All the nuts.
Okay, no more tricks. I'll be waiting upstairs.
Okay, I just want to know he reacts every day if I see his house up.
I guess writing doesn't run in the family. Where are you?
I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
You're starting to peeve me off, mister. Where is my rider?
I'm just having a little fun. Let's chat down at the beach.
First, he kidnaps my rider. Then he calls him a tea drinker. He had crossed the line.
Yes, he has.
I was going to
He
go
gone
back
too far this time.
Give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
The funny part is, I believe someone said, I think there was a lore video somewhere out there that said that the Night Springs episodes might be Wyden's and Alan Wake ward in an attempt for him to escape. And in each one of them, they always go wrong, so that's why he's still stuck in the dark place. So, all of my, there's a possibility somewhere that this is actually something that Alan Wake himself would, and Scratch might be acting like this. Once again, I think it's hilarious, the idea that this might be the real Mr. Scratch in some version, some universe, somewhere. I want it to be canon. It's canon in my book. Oh, Ozzy, by the way, I almost forgot. There's a bridge to the entrance of Bright Falls. I kind of forgot about that. I actually...
The twin said he was down at the beach.
I don't think I actually saw that in the base game here. If I did, I forgot about it. I mean, come on, it's an iconic location. How could I forget that? Anyway. Bad boy, there you are!
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Where is my rider?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd.
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
Exactly!
Starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
You asked for it. You're rude, you have no manners, your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Listen, I never had your precious writer. I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms this mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
God, that monster! How could he?
He tricked me. He had famously keen perception. My second warning, so don't mess with me. I had to get to my writer's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me.
Listen to that jam, people. This is why shotguns are some of the best weapons in games. You send enemies straight flying away. Ow. Oh, I really ran in that one.
Bullets o'clock.
Oh! Oh shit! I don't know how the hell that guy's still alive after all that. Got hit on that one.
I knew you, my #1 fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
My dear. On the end, people, I want to mind you, this is all real.
Believed in me. We were kindred spirits.
You know the funny part is, I know there'll be someone or some people who will be coming to this stream. It will be so funny if they come at this part and they ask what the hell's going on, and I have to say, oh, this is the end of the Alan Wake 2. If that happens, do not tell them. This is an expansion.
I was the only one who could save the writer.
If anyone asks, this is the canon ending. I just want to say, if anyone comes to the same live, obviously, if not, then they'll probably figure out the joke.
The stakes had never been higher.
If I have to stop you myself, I will.
Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Oh!
Gotta put more bullets in.
Yeah, he's a werewolf. What? Where are you? Ow! I'm getting my ass kicked by wolves here. See, that's how you beat Scratch.
Go ahead. Finish me off.
I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling writer's brother.
Exactly.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair. But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing as you.
Maybe that's Scratch's whole reason of being evil right there.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have all those things too. You just need to stop wanting to be him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown me that it wasn't my brother I hated. It was myself. Oh, what have I done? Those haters will tear him apart, and it's all my fault. Please, go save him.
Oh, I intend to.
Come on, people. We gotta save Wake. He needs help.
My mission this morning, so don't mess with me. Did someone order a reckoning?
How the hell you hit me on that one?
What should it feel like?
All being very rude. My gun's hungry.
I do like how you can see the holes in the enemies right there.
Can't forget the bullets.
Oh!
Bullets.
That might be the first time I've heard compare Stephen King on Wake and Stephen King. Champion is get well soon. Dearest brother, news reaching your journey across Europe have taken a turn for the worse. I will agree to everything here you have been infected with his case. Wing, you're riding your motorcycle, dude, no back. I know we haven't spoken in years, but please know that my thoughts have always been with you, my dearest Volgas Simeon. Please contact me. You'll return to America. Till then, I will hope this car will find your way well to the speed recovery. Regarding you, dears. Well, P.S. Due to your world lifestyle, I did not know what was in this card. I have written this business as simple my first in love, and it's out leaving on my mat in hopes one day you shall be mad. That's, once again, Wemby, they do hold well, but at the same time, calmly somehow they do extremely well as well. Yeah, I want to see. There's any fun things here? At this one, I don't need more ammo. Oh, boy, in case you didn't know, this is more or less the retirement home from the base game. I don't know why Alan Wake decided that this shall be his home, but it is now. Then again, as you know, it does make sense. More or less, probably because, was God. That's what the waiters believe his home to be.
My gun up.
This trash.
Come on. Alright, I'm gonna toss you in that wall. No, I'm throwing you on the wall.
It's bullets o'clock.
Well, we tried our best on that one.
That writer isn't going to kiss himself. I mean, save himself.
Oh, and in case you want to know how Alan keeps his tail so well. While still with Cold War, Dempsey pat down with high thread count out. Bus 3 times with honeycomb bought locally at the farm market. 4. Apply shampoo to dry hair. 5. Went to cold water. 6. Dempsey pat dry with high thread count out. 7. Condition often. General rule, no whereas. Once a month, rub 3 mixed eggs, bought locally at the farm market, into damn hair. Scum and breed.
My writer's taste and decor.
Avoid cologne, heat, and inexpensive farmers. Well, it's actually inexpensive farmers is definitely the most dangerous thing you can face.
And there he was. After all the fighting, we were finally alone. Together. Our love was written in the stars. And so we danced like 2 spinning planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display of flames and rocks and other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting a lifetime to hear. I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side. To inspire and protect him. He needed me, now and forever. After all, I am his #1 fan.
A fan and the object of her joy come together against a world trying to keep them apart. A happy ending for some. But is happiness, like beauty, all in the eye of the beholder? Where is the line between fandom and fixation? One can never tell in Night Springs.
See, now that's how we want to end Alan Wake 2 right there and then. I need until I get the, author in the Game Plus.
Space invader, looking cute in the human
I really want to know, is this an actually music someone wrote years ago, or this second that, I mean, was this actually a theme that you hear at the arcade was Space Invader, or was this just been for the game here? Oh yeah, it is Nice Spin, yeah, it is Nice Spin, that might. I just got my answer to be right there and then. Alright. I think we had enough fun time here away. Well, as said, I hope you guys had a great time. I had an amazing time with Alan Wake 2. As I said beforehand, my only issues I have with the game is I kind of missing the fast-paced action scenes from the first game. I understand this one is trying to be more slow. Most times I think you see in when Capcom's Resident Evil whole remakes. Well, Resident Evil remakes. So I understand they're trying to deal with that. More constable so build up to a whole. I understand that. Plus, I also understand that this is more a whole focus one. I think that was a light focus to go a more whole focus game for the sequel. I just kind of missing the fast paced action in the first one. Plus, I kind of prefer if it had a more different ending instead of just playing. Yeah, play New Game Plus to get the actual ending. I don't really like games where they do that. I feel like New Game Plus should be the additional ending, second add on to it. But that's my view. I had a great time. Did I enjoy it as much as I did in the first game? I would say, I mean, overall, I think the first game I kind of prefer overall, but not by much. I think the second game was a solid follow-up. Plus, I will admit, I think the second game has some of the goofiest, fun segments of the two games. I will say that. But I had a great time, and I will say I was happy to play this one. Oh, and also, I also say I do like Scratch as the villain in this one. Though, I said I just wish we had a more different boss fight with him. The boss fights in this game are not great. They're not bad. Just, I would say they have potential. I just with the little more time in the gameplay between the boss fights. I guess that's better issue. I guess if you want to give me if you want me to give you a review of this, I don't know, like maybe 8 out of 10 Omaha Beers. That's what it's getting. I think I'm gonna review games now with just out beer. That's how I'm a beers. It gets 8 out of 10 Omaha Beers. So yeah. Hope you guys had a great time, and hope people have a good night. So until next time, and don't worry, I do have a game to actually play. But until then, have a good night, sleep well, and we'll see you there.